Okay, so interest rates went down another 50 basis points this week. But if you're like me and you're looking to buy your first home, here's why nothing's changed. Let's get into it, shall we? So let me be the first to congratulate those of you who already own a home. It must have been rough the last few years. With the rate cut this week, the interest rate for those of you on a variable rate mortgage goes down to 4.8%. If you're on a fixed rate mortgage right now, you're shit out of luck. Those rates are linked to the bond yields and not to the Bank of Canada overnight rates. You might be able to kind of wriggle your way out of it if you're coming up for renewal sometime soon. But if not, you're probably strapped in. Anyways, for you lucky bastards who will benefit immediately from this rate cut, you will save, drumroll please, you will save roughly $150 a month for every $500K you owe. That's another week of groceries, just to put things in context for you there. And speaking of groceries, can someone get these grocery companies, these grocery chains, I'm talking to you, Superstore and Walmart and all the others, to cut their prices a little bit? Like, we're dying here, guys. Like, how the hell does a tray of chicken drumsticks I used to buy for like $10 now costing like $15? Sorry, I'm a little pissed off. Anyways, this rate cut, along with the recent mortgage reforms by the Trudeau government, are supposed to make housing more affordable for people trying to get into the market. You all remember that they announced a while ago that they would expand eligibility for 30-year mortgage amortizations to all first-time home buyers and to all buyers of new builds. By now, if you're not using your first home savings account, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing with yourself? On the provincial level, the strategy has pretty much been build, baby, build like crazy, right? But why is it not enough? I'll give you an example. Say your name is Justin Timberlake and you earn 60K a year. That's pretty average here in Canada. So you're earning 60K. You made the unfortunate decision that you want to buy this beautiful condo. It's worth 700K. Well, what does 700K get you in Vancouver? That's where I live. That will get you a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo here in Vancouver and something around an 800 square foot property, right? Okay, so maybe you saved up a down payment by investing in meme coins, because that's the only way you're getting a down payment with that salary. But maybe you saved a down payment by investing in meme coins. Maybe you fully just did a full send into Dogecoin and made 140K. You didn't, but let's assume you did. That is 20% down, right? That 140K is 20% of 700K. And let's assume you want to pay off your mortgage over a 30-year term. Well, you're still looking at a monthly payment of $3,000 a month. Let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in, because that $3,000 I just told you about is before I tell you the fact that you're probably going to jail. You know why? Because you haven't paid your income tax for the last 30 years, dummy. I deliberately left that out of the math there just to keep things simple. But you also got to consider the $3,000 you're going to be paying every month is basically accounts for, like, if you're earning 60K, basically accounts for 60% of your income going to your mortgage alone. What are you like? How do you even live on that? Like, once you pay 60% of your income to your mortgage, like, what's left? Obviously, if you're looking to buy a home, say you're new to the market just like I am, this rate cut could enhance your buying power a little bit. Yeah. The idea is that with lower interest rates, more of your mortgage is directed towards the value of the property as against all that interest. And with a 30-year amortization, you can kind of spread that payment out over a long time. The point here is that none of that makes the actual price of the property any cheaper. 700K condo is still a 700K condo. It's still fucking expensive. And it's a 700K condo is not suddenly going to, irrespective of whatever the government does, a 700K condo is not suddenly going to become 500K. Like, if that happens, instead of a housing crisis, we would have an overcrowded emergency room, like, all over Canada, because people look at their properties as like their investment. So the fact is, housing costs are still crazy, and I don't know that wages are going to rise to sort of make up that difference. So what we're left with, if you're a first-time home buyer, is maybe move to Regina or to Cape Breton. And if you didn't move to Alberta when you had the chance, you're late to that party. Do you remember that? I don't know if you guys remember that time post-COVID when everybody, literally everyone, was moving to Alberta. Their home prices are not what they used to be. They're actually skyrocketing right now. Some other options I've got for you. Youngins trying to buy a first property. You could get married, preferably to someone who has a job, because a two-income household is better than one. Or you could become a sex worker. I can't believe I just said that. But maybe you could become a sex worker and sell pictures of your feet on OnlyFans to all the other perverts who cannot afford a home. Sheesh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm joking. But as I end this video, I want to hear from you guys and girls and sex workers out there. Do you plan to buy a home? And if you are going to buy a home, how will you make it happen? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Take care.